Welcome back to another Stygian Onslaught clear video. Um, just like last time, cleared it on Fearless
Yeah.
difficulty, level 80. Some of the units that they intended, some teams were kind of weird. I did manage to clear it. I'm going to upload my best time for each of the clears. There were several things I tried, but I will talk about it as we kind of look at the enemies. These were the teams that I used. Um, Pretty straightforward. Uh, I originally I used Flynn's on this one with Ino, um, and that worked just fine. And I was trying really hard to get this Skirk team to clear on the top side with some changes. I tried replacing Sitlali with Yelan, and the idea was Yelan and Farina would quickly break the shield, and then I would just try to use as much cryo damage as possible. It was definitely doable, but I just kept missing it by a sliver every single time. And so after resetting like 10 or 15 times, I figured I was just going to try something different and just get it clear on the board to make sure I got my feathers and everything like that. So what I ended up doing is uh, I tried, I moved my Flynn's team up top. Yelan did a lot better than my Ino runs because she's actually doing damage, and with the Lunar Bloom, as long as you can break this with Lunar Bloom, um, or lunar damage, there is no resistance. So Yelan contributing damage wise was just way faster for me. That might not be the same for everyone else. But yeah, this is pretty good. Flynn's is, yeah, I'll go over the builds after the fact. Um, and then yeah, this is pretty easy. This guy, as much as it's really nice, I did try to throw two other Nod Cry units on there, but maybe I misunderstand kind of how the Wild Hunt works. I thought if I just threw Ino and Lauma, I could just put a really strong hyper carry unit and a strong support for that unit, and then just by having the two Nod Cry unit bonus that I would be able to chip away at the gray bar, but I wasn't seeing it work that way. So I'm misunderstanding, and the way the gray bar works with these guys is you have to be doing lunar damage, have the ascendant gleam, but also be doing lunar damage for the gray bar to go down at the same time as the red bar. I don't know. I definitely couldn't get that team working, and I don't know if that was just because Ino does zero damage and Lauma support not on a hyper bloom team was doing zero damage, and I just didn't have enough damage between my two main unit and a support. So I kind of gave up on that pretty quickly and just went straight into you know super strong meta team, right? And then this boss was crazy. Out of these two bosses, like this one had a lot of health, which made it like okay, that sucked, but um, or it was challenging at least. And then this boss, on the other hand, um, as long as you can power through him, you can just get through it. With Flynn's team, it's even, it's easier. Whatever. My Flynn's isn't super great. I mean, C0, R0, um, and I'm still working on his artifacts, so it's definitely not quite there. Um, so my team is very C0 R0 all across the board for my Flynn's team. So it was kind of, I don't think it was as fast as this Skirk team clear, sadly. Um, but yeah, it's straightforward. I never failed whenever using Flynn's because chipping away at that gray health bar is super convenient. But this boss, man, this boss was super annoying. I feel like the amount of time she's moving all over the place, and maybe I just never learned how to take down this Fatui agent operative because I didn't spend too much time in Fontaine when I was frantically catching up on the game since I started about a year and a half ago. But man, she was just moving all over the place, and I don't have Arlecchino, I mean, obviously this is a pretty well invested team. I did get a good clear time at least, but I just kept dying and dying and then having it come down to it was one of those things that uh, you won't see it in the clear because I'm going to post the 93-second one, but it was like I would get her halfway on my first shield duration, and then on second shield duration, I'd get her to a sliver, and then she'd go get her shield back, and then I was screwed. And so I would like barely clear those or whatever. But when it all worked out with the crits and everything, you know, um, I was able to get through it pretty easy. So I mean, not too bad. This is actually, I mean, you look at this. This is the way better clear than any of my previous ones, right? So I think overall this is a very easy abyss. Granted, I have no idea how this last side is if you don't have Cloran or Arlecchino. And I don't have Arlecchino, but I mean, I guess the bright side is I think Cloran's had at least 2 reruns. Arlecchino's has at least 3, and I think she's coming back again. So if you don't have her, you can pick it up. But yeah, overall, I feel like this was a very easy Stygian, and this boss was just kind of like a repeat of Abyss. So if playing around with this boss, I'd rather just do it in the Abyss. But um, this boss was kind of fun. I think um, there's ways I could probably use some better teams to clear. Skill issue. I tried using my weak up here, and I just kept getting him to absorb the wrong elements. Maybe I needed more of a Mawika vape team or something, you know, use Yelan or Xingqiu to quickly break it. Another quick thing before I start, I saw this video before Stygian released um, with Zhongli using this Crescent Pike on 7 Pleases video, and then once again on I Win to Lose. And this looks crazy that you can clear that first boss is shield with physical damage using Zhongli and this weapon. I kind of want to try it. I'm not sure. I don't have the crystals to level this up, so I don't know how much physical damage is needed or how to spec Zhongli for that, but that looks super fun. Okay, without further ado, we'll get into the runs.
Please appreciate my sincerity.
Drop your weapons!
The banquet is
Try
here
and
its
stop me!
end.
Looting!
Choice time. Pardon me. Forgive my discourtesy. Apologies. For first, let's move.
Pyroclastic surge! Rev... Time to testify.
Quick as a flash.
On my mark! Stop right there! Justice will... Try and stop me! Wrath from the sky! Into the shadows.
Please hold for just a moment. Prior in consideration. Controlled breathing. Let's move.
Final warning! Light it up! Light of the blazing sun! Ready. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight!
Faster. Stronger.
Stop right there! Wrath from the sky!
Pardon me. Forgive my discourtesy. Apologies.
The light will never strike
Show
them
no
down!
mercy. A little amuse-bouche.
I stand against the long night and disperse the darkness!
That's all.
Attack the...
Let the laser! Let the world collide! Goose on the loose! Show no mercy! Extinguished! Mine to wield! Insulation chamber deployed. Animal test 60.
Things are about to get dicey.
Close your eyes. Be silent. You can fear the dark. Night falls.
Preparing for dust up.
Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over.
Stand clear.
Close your eyes. You can fear the dark. Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Annihilation mode. Defensive mode engaged.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Animal test 6308.
Night falls. Be silent. Night falls.
Ultimatum protocol. Insulation chamber deployed.
Game's up. Time's over.
Animal hyperstate.
Observe to dust.
Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Absorption test.
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode.
Observe to dust.
All right, so there you have it. Once again, pretty easy. I'm glad I was able to clear it, level 80 units. Obviously, I think if I, especially since I have Lauma, I'm sure that if I got Nefer and leveled her up to 80, that it'd just be even more of a cakewalk than it already was. Hopefully, you can find some guides. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. There's definitely a lot of different ways to approach this Stygian, especially that first boss. And then second boss, I think you either just need to have one of the lunar teams or a really strong carry team. And then I'm just not even going to pretend like I understand how you would approach the last guy without Bonk Life. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. Please, if you liked the content, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.